All right, so let's start from the top. So Dennis, have you been reviewing Abhishek's tasks? Be able to do that yesterday?
I reviewed some yesterday, but haven't finished. So.
Okay. I guess Abhi, if you want to take up one of the remaining tasks for Wallet D, that'd be great. And then I guess address any comments that Dennis has for you on your MRs.
Sure. I had one comment left, so I addressed it now. I just committed. I'll take up on new task.
Cool. All right, great work. All right. So Ethan, Paul, you were going to review this yesterday. Were you able to get around to it?
No, I did not look at it.
Okay, and there's also the tool for querying major blocks.
Yeah.
So
I was in meeting hell yesterday.
Meeting hell is it's intense.
Yeah, 2 hours of Christos talking about patents just about melted my brain.
Yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. All right, well, when you have time,
I will.
Jonathan, Ethan, did you provide more info here? Jonathan, do you need more info still for this task?
I didn't have time to look at it.
But I was working on the other tasks. I'll push the changes in a few minutes.
Okay.
I was mostly working on the other two tasks.
Great. And I guess there's allow labels to be updated in the wallet. It would also be nice to be able to have the same label and have a new key. I don't know if that's worth something. For other time. All right, Paul. So is the Excel sheet and the manual app done? Manual staking app document.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I have just about completed all that. We did all the review of the staking in governance yesterday. It I think ticked Niels off a bit, but he is reviewing it and will be agreeing to it soon.
And then yesterday, I believe you sent Ethan the pool of tokens. Did you send him a number in Discord or something for the total number of?
We got the number from Alex. He had a screenshot of the tool.
Okay. If you could attach that to this ticket, and then.
Oh, sorry.
Are you? And then.
How did they get your name? Because you were doing it from my phone.
All right. And then, Paul, you also have the tool to publish the stakers for governance.
Right.
All right. That sounds good. Go to the ledger, which I think I've still failed to do stuff with. So Dennis, in terms of testing, do you need support from someone who has a Mac?
Not necessarily a Mac, but I think more people than just me, Sander, and Wisdom need to test it.
All right, I have a a ledger, so I can help out with that.
Yeah, I found mine, so I
And-
can pass it too.
Yeah, so that's also an open call to anybody in the community that wants to help test it out. That may be on the call. That would be welcome. I can walk anybody through the steps to do that. So yeah, I spent some time with Anton yesterday because he was going to test his. But he has a Mac also, and he ran into some of the same problems that Wisdom did, and he didn't want to bother with installing parallels or anything right now. So we're gonna delay testing on his ledger. But anybody with a Mac or that wants to install parallels, or preferably Linux because it's easier, or perhaps a VM in Windows would be useful.
Yeah, I could boot up a VM if you need help.
So just note, FYI, that, well, at least in Wisdom's case, no VM worked except for Parallels. Parallels does cost money, but I think you can do a month-long free trial.
Cool. And
Is
then
Parallels a thing for Windows?
No, that's a Mac thing.
Yeah, so that would
Yeah.
be applicable to Ben.
Yeah, well, sorry.
So I don't know if Ben, if you have like VirtualBox or VMware or something like that,
Hyper-V might work.
we can try.
Yeah, I think Oracle has a box or something that I've used before.
We might also be able to try the Windows subsystem for Linux. If it has Docker, I'm not sure if that'll work or not.
Oh yeah, you tried to help me install something Linux related, and something blew up on my computer.
Yeah.
We can revisit that. So the tasks that you have in review right now, Sander, have you gotten a chance to look at those? The parsing the incoming transaction payload, the marshaller, and the driver.
Well, I haven't been able to leave my screen the whole week. I'm still working on trivial stuff, but you're running integration tests, so I'm getting there.
Okay. I guess, Dennis, is everything in review, ready to be reviewed? And are there any other remaining tasks? Is it just a matter of Sander reviewing your work at this point?
Well, we need to review the work. There's documentation I need to finish, so there'll be another merge request for that probably today. And I think I need to write a couple more fuzz tests, and then it'll be ready.
Cool. All right. So yeah, Sander, any free time that you have to review this stuff, I think we'd like to send this out to Ledger middle of next week if possible. Cool. All right. And Ethan, do you have time to meet today to go over a roadmap for the protocol?
No, I'm just gonna say no. Still too much activation stuff to do. Let's do roadmappy stuff next week.
Okay. I spoke to RSR. They're trying to get their mainnet servers in order, so I think hopefully by the end of tomorrow, that shall be sorted. And then you've added some parties to the validator set. How's that looking?
Good. Last I checked last night.
Cool. All right. Anyone from the community have any questions?
Well, whether they have questions or not, we should say a little bit about the activation and everything. This is the first stand-up of in the Accumulate era.
It's true. This is true. Paul, please take the floor.
Oh gosh, where do you want me to take it? So, the Factum era stopped on block 374,000 on Sunday. the elections managed to move it from minute 2 to minute 7, which scared me a bit. But the code did eventually stop it before we built a block. And yeah, and we got the Accumulate protocol up and running by what was it, about 2:30, Ethan, on Halloween?
Something like that.
Yeah. And it's been running, and we're setting up all the keys and setting up all the token distributions that are driven by the Accumulate activation. So walking through all of those processes and getting all the operators on board. Do we have operators still lagging, or do we have everybody up now?
ARSR and J Smith are not running nodes as far as I know.
Okay, and I'll beat up on Jay, and we'll beat up on ARSR too. Well, who's from ARSR?
Varathraj. I'm in touch with him on Discord. He's
okay.
We tried to meet today, and there were some connectivity issues, so we're gonna try again later today or tomorrow.
All right. So that's kind of where it is. If anybody has any questions about it, we can talk about it. We got we managed the transfer of Bitrix's tokens too. We helped them convert all their factoids into wrapped ACME so that they can get the ACME trading internationally on the global Bitrix platform. So that's in process. Maybe by the end of the week, maybe early next week, it'll be live.
Yep. Anything
else? If anybody has any questions, raise them. Otherwise, it is looking good, and it's nice to have the mainnet up.